Welcome everybody to the final part of Backlash. Let's see what we still got in store for you tonight. We have John Cena versus Randy Orton. We also have the World Heavyweight Championship main event, Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk. But right now, we have a WWE Women's Tag Team Championship matchup. Whew. So without further ado, let's get this underway. Final women's match of the night. And I believe also technically the final SmackDown match of the night. No, it's technically Raw versus SmackDown. We have two Raw matches to follow, obviously being John Cena versus Randy Orton being a Raw match, and then CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship, of course, a Raw title. So that'll be in the main event, of course. So that's two Raw matches. This is technically a Raw versus SmackDown match because it is the Women's Tag Team Championship. You know, we mix things up a little bit. Raw versus SmackDown, SmackDown versus SmackDown, Raw versus Raw, of course. For Raw versus Raw to happen, a Raw Tag Champion needs to be in existence, and the same for the SmackDown thing, which we had for a while. Last season, it was SmackDown who held the gold for, I'm pretty sure, the entire year. Yeah, until WrestleMania, when the Kabuki Warriors take it off. We had three SmackDown champions in Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark as one team. Then we had Thea Hale and Jessie Jane as people to knock them off at Payback about 6 months ago-ish, maybe, roughly. And then at Elimination Chamber, Nia Jax, Tamina, the Bloodline, knocked off Thea and JC, and then WrestleMania we had a four-way. Thea, JC, Nia, Tamina, of course, defending. Jade and Bianca, people coming out now, and then Kairi and Asuka, the winners of said ladder match. The first Raw team to hold that women's tag team title since the refresh that we had at the beginning of last season. So that was big for the Kabuki Warriors. I don't think I pointed that out at the time, but they were the first Raw team to hold it since the refresh. I'm pointing it out now. You know, better late than never, as you say, you know what I mean? Anyways, I kind of half skipped over Bianca Belair's entrance, of course. No ring announcing until we get to the other bit, because, you know, then they'll announce it. There's, the challengers, doing that stuff. And then the champions, hold the championships up high, that sort of stuff. We'll get to that in a little bit shortly. But right now, Jade, Cargill making her way down to the ring. The other part of this Raw tag team that only came up about just after Elimination Chamber. Bianca was like, they need some Raw teams. I was like, I saw what you did in Elimination Chamber. You eliminated me. I was impressed. I want to be alongside you because of how much I respect you. Maybe to an extent, Bianca wants to get Jade to learn the ropes even further. Maybe feels like Jade could be something huge in this great sport that we have on our hands. And so, they became a tag team. They were able to knock off Chelsea and Piper and got into that four-way at WrestleMania. And then they had to re-earn their shot here because, well, they didn't have any rematch clause, and there was a bit of a feud with Kabuki and Bianca and Jade, just like there was with Thea and JC versus Tamina and Nia, because we found out the two SmackDown teams because of rematch clause and champions, so we had to earn the two Raw tag team spots, which Kabuki beat Unholy Union to get into the match of WrestleMania, and then the two Raw teams kind of feuded a little bit, or the two SmackDown teams kind of feuded for a little bit until the go-home week where we had two fatal four-way matches, where we had one of each team, and then the other four competed on SmackDown in a fatal four-way. Kabuki and Jade and Bianca, they feuded a decent bit, but they never quite got their 2-on-2 matchup, so I'm glad we're getting it here tonight. Like I said, Jade and Bianca had to beat the Meta Girls, of course, part of Metaphor, along with Noam Dar, and Ornament, of course, Meta Girls, Lash legend Jakara Jackson. They were able to beat them, getting into this matchup, and we had a little teaser on Raw, where Jade and Bianca teamed up with Bayley to take on the Kabuki Warriors and Io Sky. The challengers were successful that night, but Io Sky was able to beat Bayley earlier on tonight. So, you know, could it be a similar thing? The challengers won on the Raw, but the champions win when it matters on the pay-per-view. Could it be the same situation here tonight with Kabuki Warriors? Or will Jade and Bianca be able to do what Bayley could not to become champions here tonight? Because we have not had a title change hands, except for the technical one with the WWE Tag Team title, because there was no holder prior to tonight when the Bloodline were able to pick it up, being Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. Anyways, that was one of the two titles they are fighting for. It's the same title, just duplicated a little bit, but we're only showing one there, because, you know, what's the point of showing up two? Bit of effort, I guess. I don't know. I am part of that production and graphics design type part team.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall, and is for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, the team of Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Asuka and Kairi Sane, the Kabuki Warriors.
Well then. Thank you, Mr. Microphone, for that. Anyways, the champions handing over their titles to the referee so we can hoist them high. So I don't know who's on the camera team because they fucked that up royally. Did not get the championships in shot, but you saw it on the entrances, so not the end of the world. Anyways, looks like Asuka and Bianca are starting this one off. Those two have plenty of history. Remember them competing at WrestleMania 39 for one of the women's championships. I was Raw, SmackDown, I don't remember. I'm going to assume it was Raw, but I don't know for sure. But geez, Bianca just unleashing right now on Asuka, geez. And again, no squatting, Bianca showing off her power, geez. Bam! With a power slam right to Asuka. Like I said, the only issue with doing pay-per-view matches, I always end explaining all the story, while they're in the entrances, so that means I go straight to the action here, which means I don't get to miss anything. But at the same time, I like guiding a story sometimes, you know what I mean? While the match is going on. I put into it sometimes when I go, ooh! You know what I mean? Or Bianca the power slam or whatever, you know what I mean? But yeah, I pretty much went into it. I mean, some poison mist was used among the situations over the build to WrestleMania to bulking up this feud. It was successful over Bianca, where Kairi was able to get the win over Bianca using that poison mist. Asuka attempted it on Jade, but was unsuccessful, and Jade was able to pick up the win there in a singles match. And in the Fatal 4-Ways, Nia won hers that had Asuka and I want to say Bianca in. One kick out there by Kairi. Where then Kairi and Jade were in another one where Jade was able to, I believe Jade did JC Jane, and then Kairi Sane chucked Jade Cargill out of the ring and pinned JC Jane for the win. I believe she also attempted to poison miss Jade Cargill in that Fatal 4-Way. So, you know, I don't know about Asuka, but I don't believe Asuka tried to miss Bianca, but you know that they fought hard in that Fatal 4-Way. And of course, in that Fatal 4-Way, that tornado, whatever, 4-way tag match at WrestleMania, in a ladder match, no less, they had their issues in that match as well. So, you know, some extra stuff been done through violence and just matches alone. So I think that's about everything that I had touched on. And geez, Asuka's not going to take that strike to the back too kindly, but Asuka was asking for it a little bit. Just trying to play with her food a little bit, trying to toy Jade Cargill was not a good idea, and it's not worked out for her because now Bianca's in control. Because now Asuka spent too much time focusing on Jade Cargill as Bianca Belair gets that hot shot. I don't know, it's kind of a hot shot stunner, but then you call the hot shot stunner the one that Bailey does on the middle rope. But jeez! Let's not worry about that. Bianca Belair just went high flying. Jeez, Asuka. I believe Kairi hasn't been tagged in yet, has she? That means neither's Jade. What if I have no idea. Never mind, let's not worry about that. Anyways, looks like Bianca is looking to carry on the offense. Jeez, but Asuka gets the legs up. I would say knees up, but it looked like Bianca more on the shins there. Jeez, and Asuka now locking in the octopus stretch right on Bianca Belair. Jeez, locking it in good. She's wrenching this hard. Bianca, jeez, gonna stop liking seafood in a little bit, but maybe not. Gets that sidewalk slam. Jeez, that elbow. I've only tried fried squid one time. Jeez, it's pretty plain. Anyways, well, no, not worry about that. Jeez, Asuka gets that elbow. Like prawns though, but none matter. Kairi's finally in now, so that answers the question. Kairi's been in, I believe. That makes Jade Cargill the last person to be made a legal participant in this matchup, and that has just come to fruition. As you know, I do my best to try and keep on top of that sort of stuff. Who's left to be legal competitors? Technically, Bianca Belair has not been tagged in, neither has Asuka. One kick out there by Kairi. Technically, neither Asuka or Bianca have been tagged, and they started into, you know, you can count that as well. And also, not every combination has happened because Asuka has yet to face Jade Cargill in this matchup. As Kairi saying, geez, springboard, looking for a bulldog, jeez. I mean, sure, Bianca and Jade, they're both agile, especially Bianca, but it doesn't quite match Kairi saying, being the sky pirate that she is. Jeez, getting that splash right to Jade Cargill, goes for the cover. One kick out there by Jade. Jade won a knee right to the back. I'd argue Jade is the least agile in this matchup. And there we go, every combination just needs Bianca to be the last person to be tagged in to the matchup, but it already has been a elite competitor in this matchup. We didn't get too much of Bianca and Kairi, but we did get it a little bit, but we already had a one-on-one match. No, maybe about a month ago now, so it doesn't make any matter. Jeez, Jade Cargill gets that German suplex. Well, I'm sure we got it on that 6-woman tag on Raw. I think I accidentally called that a 6-man tag earlier. But, you know, it happens. I'm getting names mixed up. I'm getting everything confused. I'm on one tonight. I'm on one in this part. So, you know, hopefully it'll do us some good. Anyways, Jade Cargill gets an absolute sit-out powerbomb right to Asuka. Goes for the cover 1, 2. Kick out by Asuka. The champion staying alive in this matchup. Staying alive like the Bee Gees. I mean, we saw some huge endurance earlier on in the match. And what a slam into the mat. There was some aggression in that. We saw a huge endurance from Seth Rollins, Ilya Dragunov, Kevin Owens. It's a shame that the Kevin Owens, Ilya Dragunov got stopped by Solo and Jacob for the DQ. But, you know, anyways, Jade Cargill just showing off. And if that's smart with the likes of Asuka in the ring. But it's seemingly working out for Jade right now. Maybe Asuka being hit in the feels right now. She's not doing too good right now. It's in Jade, I guess, be a little lackadaisical, but, you know, the veteran experience of Jade Cargill is not like the lack of it. It's going to prove to cost her eventually, but right now, Asuka's probably not doing too good. I think it was after that face slam right into the mat. It was brutally forceful. Anyways, every person has been officially tagged into the match now. Of course, Bianca started this off on too. Asuka, we're back to the start, how it's all started. And now both women have actually been tagged into the match instead of just legally starting off in the match. And Asuka now, jeez, gets a dropkick right to Bianca. Jeez, who's going to win out of this matchup? Jeez, who's going to get the bragging rights? Jeez, as we walk into Queen of the Ring. I'm not, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, it's not the end of the world if you lose this. Because, like, surely that means you got a higher chance of being Queen of the Ring. I mean, there's nothing stopping the winners being in the Queen of the Ring. But, you know, it's not like there isn't avenues to explore. That's why it's great the start of the season. Now, though we've had a Queen of the Ring, we have Backlash, which builds off the back of WrestleMania, and it gives fresh opportunities to anybody that hasn't had, like, the chance to go, and it's a fresh restart. Then we have Queen of the Ring, Queen and King of the Ring, where we can set these tournaments to challenge to have these big money matches for SummerSlam, and people get to earn their shots, multiple people, so it's not just having, like, 2 people go off in a contenders match. As Asuka gets that kicks in the midsection, running off the ropes, and the hip attack right to Bianca. Jeez, Asuka not going for the cover, though. Clearly setting up Bianca for something else. I think Asuka may be looking to finish this, not looking to waste any time with any pinfalls. After a hip attack, looking to lock in the Asuka lock. Right, to Bianca, but jeez, Jade Cargill just about breaks off. Felt like she could have hit her a little harder there, but I don't know. Never mind, probably didn't want to hurt Bianca too much, to be fair, so, you know, Jade playing it safe, I guess. It was enough to stop the hold, but not enough to help Bianca out too much, because Asuka's in the advantage point right now, jeez. And she sends Bianca into the corner. And like I said, after the Queen of the Ring, if that doesn't work, sure, we'll have Clash of the Castle, sure. It's another pay-per-view, it's not too much, but, you know, it's another pay-per-view. Just going on to the build to SummerSlam to just try and earn your spot at SummerSlam. It's an extra time, it's an extra pay-per-view. Make it big, you know, anybody that's from the UK, I'm sure that's huge. Jeez, Kairi Sane went for a huge spot, but Jade Cargill dodged out of the way. I didn't even expect that. How the hell did Jade counter that in time? I don't know. Bianca's barely just come to her senses. What is Kairi Sane doing with this ring? Jeez. Kairi, yeah, oh no, Bianca's having none of this. Jeez. Bianca just trying to get rid of it, and Kairi Sane taking advantage. That is what Kairi Sane was planning, jeez. I mean, I don't respect it, I don't like it, but you can't argue with it. It hasn't worked to Kairi Sane's favour. But Bianca Belair makes it to the Jade Cargill. Maybe this might not work out for the benefit of Kairi. Jeez, gets that shot though to Jade. Jade was worried about trying to get around Bianca, I think. And now Kairi Sane about to hit the most interesting named move in all of sports entertainment. The sliding D right to Jade Cargill. Oh, jeez. Oh, and Kairi now. Whoa! I think she thought Bianca was behind her still, but jeez, lands hard. Jeez. And Kairi, jeez. Now with Bianca looking to send her right into the stairs. And Jade now looking to take advantage of a distracted Kairi, looking to just absolutely slam her down. We'll see Cena later tonight. That's a move that he uses on his comeback. But, you know, and of course, I was talking about Clash of the Castle. After that, it's Money in the Bank. You know, you have a chance to earn that briefcase to try and, like, be able to cash in at any time. And then we have SummerSlam. It's such a great time to be a WWE superstar. Bianca, sorry, Jade Cargill just hit that pump boot. Sure, we got some decent stuff after that, you know. Bash in Berlin, Bad Blood, you know, but like they're not necessarily like Money in the Bank or Queen of the Ring or the way I describe Backlash or SummerSlam, but you know. Then we got Survivor Series, which would be brand versus brand, you know, brand supremacy again. Then we got to Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, and WrestleMania. You know, pay-per-views are just feeling something special this season. Not the same. Did they disrespect Bash in Berlin or or Bad Blood? Jeez, the Insane Elbow, but you know, it's the biggest gapper. Nothing unique like King of the Queen of the Ring. Anyways, 2, 3. Jeez, I kind of sold that one a little bit, didn't I? Just still trying to explain my point when the match ended. Cheers, Kairi. Well, congratulations to Kairi, Sane, and Asuka. They were able to retain their titles, successfully retain their titles. Because you know what they say, you're not a champion until you successfully defend your title. And that's for the first time, and that's what Kairi and Asuka did. I mean, they're former women's tag team champions before anyway, so we knew how good they were. But for this title reign, it was all the important still to get that first successful defense. And they were able to get it over rivals in Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, so possibly settling all that stuff. Sure, there's a little bit of shenanigans with that candlestick, but overly nothing too underhanded, I'd say. So you could argue a little differently to the way Io and Bayley ended with a roll-up. Io rolled up Bayley, so you know maybe we might see a bit more of that. Who knows? But we've got Queen of the Ring coming up, so it might be interesting to see how things go. But nonetheless, that's how it is for the time being. But nonetheless, congratulations to the Kabuki Warriors for retaining their titles.
Here are your winners, and still WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Asuka and Kairi Sane, the Kabuki Warriors.
Well, hopefully I'm done rambling as Kabuki Warriors are celebrating over this tag victory here to retain the Women's Tag Team title. Not only the women's main event, the tag main event, and technically you could argue the SmackDown main event in some ways, though SmackDown not winning here tonight. Raw did win. Anyways, talking of Raw, we have a Raw matchup coming up next. John Cena, Randy Orton, one-on-one. I mean, it's Raw out from here. You know, 2 more matches to go on this amazing pay-per-view that we've had so far. I mean, sure, some issues like that, stuff that happened in the United States title match, but hopefully we can end with a bang. We've got 2 great matches in store for you here tonight, and we are starting off with an all-time classic.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 295 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Well, Randy Orton, geez. Oof. What a absolute star. What an absolute stud, I guess, as well. Randy Orton making his way down to the ring, about to take on one of his greatest rivals of all time. I mean, there's a few up there. You know, the likes of like Triple H, Edge. Trying to think of somebody else. I know there's definitely at least somebody that's escaping my brain right now. People are going to be absolutely mad at them forgetting. But I feel like those are some of the huge people, you know. I mean, Randy Orton, part of Evolution, part of Rated RKO, part of RK Bro. You know, he's had his issues with a lot of people. You know, he's had some situation with Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase Jr. last season, though. As far as I'm aware, Ted DiBiase Jr. no longer part of WWE, only for the past season. But, you know, Cody Rhodes, though, he seemed to have turned over a new leaf after hearing about his opponent's retirement tour tonight. It seems like it's kind of put him in maybe a bit more, like, a bit able to put himself in a bit of a, I don't know, just have more perspective in the world. You know, it's kind of seemingly turned him a little bit nicer again. You know, it's still Randy Orton, so I still wouldn't expect him to be the nicest Boy Scout there is. But, you know, he's good for Randy Orton's standards. Anyways, of course, the man that Randy Orton is taking on, like I said, arguably his greatest rival, I would say he is. Maybe you could say the same for his opponent, that Randy Orton's his greatest rival too, but I think that's up to you, and depending on how you see circumstances where you grew up with, I guess. But to me, I feel like I gotta say it is.
And his opponent from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, the greatest of all time, John Cena!
Well, John Cena took that "you can't see me" invisible stuff to another level, didn't he? He had an invisible towel, or whatever that thing's supposed to be. I mean, it's still in his back pocket, but Unless he didn't realise he had it in his hand, but I think he's just taking that invisible stuff to the next level. You can't see the towel or whatever the hell it is. I feel like it's not a great towel if it's got that logo just plastered on the front of it. It's not going to really do a very good job of absorbing it, at least that one side. Maybe the other side, maybe. I wouldn't use it to watch me have to go into a swim like in like a swimming pool. But maybe, you know, if like, yeah, you just went on a bike machine in the gym and you just like wanted to wipe your face off a little bit, maybe it might work on the one side, but I don't know, I've never liked those things. But nonetheless, we won't worry about all that. We'll worry about this absolute banger of a match in store for us. Have an absolute classic. Let's get this going. Randy Orton, John Cena, yet again, possibly for the last time, because of John Cena's retirement tour. These two men jockeying, looking to see who will go first, I think. And making sure they both know what they're here for. Jeez, and we're starting off with a collar and elbow tie-up. Jeez, who's going to get on top of this one? I mean, I feel like it only makes fair. Sure, possibly some of the oldest people that are still on the active roster, some like the people that have been doing this for the longest, makes sense that we go all traditional with this as they're starting off. Of course, these lot teamed up not too long ago. Well, it was on the last the episode, the main event of the Go Home Raw, where they took on Shawn Spears and Brooke Jensen, where they were successful. John Cena also successfully beat R-Truth in an open challenge the week prior. Yeah. You know, John Cena's doing decent right now on a winning streak. Randy Orton at least got one win, you know. So, jeez. Like I said, these lot keeping it traditional. It's great to see this happening. They're keeping it respectful. Starting a wrestling match, maybe is arguably a lot of people say maybe it should start off as a proper amateur wrestling style match to an extent. I don't think I've ever seen an amateur wrestling match in this kind of position, but you get what I mean. The more submission based, the more hold based, though. I think I don't know if it's quite considered a submission, but like I said, the more hold based, mat based, whatever, even though they're not on the mat, but you know, hold based matchup wrestling style. Geez, these two jockeying for position. Geez, Randy Orton now, geez, wrenching the arm of John Cena. I mean, John Cena did this as well. Truth, he was a lot more successful with it. Seeing Randy Orton's in control right now. It's been bounced back and forth. Randy Orton, geez, Cena now in a great position right now. I feel like it's a little hard to call these sometimes, but you know, I'm doing my best. Geez, what's in store for these lot? I don't know. Randy Orton got John Cena currently in a side headlock. Cena can be able to break out of it somehow, or Randy Orton do something further. Oh, Cena sends Orton flying around. Jeez, big back body drop by Cena, and jeez, a running neck twist. Jeez, Cena now, whoa, was able to win that exchange of the chain wrestling type situation. And Randy Orton, jeez, oh, who's going to get on top of this one? Oh no, a break, and Orton gets the strike first. Jeez, woof, but Cena not lasting long. Jeez. I feel like one thing I haven't really discussed too much is, you know, like, John Cena's on this retirement tour. Sure, he was like, I want to give some open challenges right now. And Randy Orton's like, I want to make sure we have the one last dance. I don't want to waste any more time. And I know he did not answering the open challenge on Raw like R-Truth did. So that's why Randy Orton's here. He's not waiting for a possible match at WrestleMania. He wants this now while he has the chance. As these two men looking to trade blows now. It's been very, very even Stevens between these two. And I'd expect nothing less from these two greats. You've got a question. Cena hasn't really properly wrestled in a while. Randy Orton, well, has had some high-profile matches last year. He was involved in 2 WWE Universal title matches. No, sorry, WWE World Heavyweight Championship matches. My apologies. And it was also an Elimination Chamber match, which was actually for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now I remember. So that's actually a 3rd World Championship match he was in. Jeez, so these two men just unleashing on one another now. Jeez, told you this is even. They even ended that even. Jeez, but Cena gets that shot down. Ooh. I guess a double axe handle. Maybe you got to argue that maybe Randy Orton's in a bit better ring shape right now because he's actually wrestled the past season. The past few seasons, you know, time before that. Cena hasn't had quite an active schedule in quite a few years. But back to the point that I was saying, and talking about an active schedule, Cena's going to be active. What is he going to be doing? Is he going to be going as King of the Ring? I'd imagine he would. Is he going to go to Money in the Bank? Maybe he would, depending on how King of the Ring goes. You know, what's he doing at SummerSlam? What's he doing at Survivor Series? What's he doing at WrestleMania? You've got to question these things. What John Cena's doing. Is he going to try and become a Grand Slam champion? As Randy Orton now, geez, Canadian neck breaker, even though he ain't Canadian. But I think Randy Orton's busted open. What if one of those double axe handles? One of those looked nasty earlier. But geez, oh, these two men looking to just trade blows again, I think. Jeez. Yet again, like I told you, these two just proven to just be out there they're equals almost in a lot of ways. I mean, I think Cena's won more than Orton has, at least against each other. But I mean, I can at least say for definite that Cena's won more world titles, not by a lot, if I'm not mistaken. Randy Orton with 14, and there we go. Orton was able to stop that trade of blows. He was able to get the victory out of that one this time. Cena not looking so good here, but like I was saying, back to stuff. What is Cena looking to do? Is he looking to be Grand Slam champion and win the final championship that he hasn't won in the Intercontinental Championship, currently held by Logan Paul, unfortunately? So obviously unsuccessful here tonight. Jeez, Cena, he wants some more from Randy Orton. Jeez, I think he's just psyched to be in this matchup, and I don't blame him. Jeez. Oh, but the uppercut there by Orton. Maybe Cena should be focused more on winning this match than the moment. Though I think it's overcoming him a little bit. Just like he's on this retirement tour, he's got this huge match, so I think it might be becoming of him. Just like he did to R-Truth on that episode of Raw. You know, R-Truth was kind of in the moment, like feeling it and like all the emotional stuff. I think Cena started to feel emotional a little bit, but now Randy Orton, he's not that kind of emotional. Sure, doesn't mean I don't think he can be, but I think generally he's not, and he's proving right now that he's not. So that'll probably benefit Randy Orton more in this match of the emotions base that might be affecting Cena right now, being possibly the last time he takes on Randy Orton. Cena's going to take that a lot harder than Randy Orton will, I think. As Randy Orton now just laying in the stomps, vintage Orton. Jeez. Yeah, like I say, will Cena become the IC Intercontinental Champion? Or will he go to try and beat Ric Flair's record and win an extra World Heavyweight Championship? I mean, of course, the current World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk, defending against Drew McIntyre in the next matchup. Or he could go for the WWE Universe Championship if he was able to win the Royal Rumble or such. Or maybe he ended up in some kind of, I don't know, situation where he ended up on the other brand. I don't know. Maybe they might do a switcheroo somewhere between the season, do a bit of a shake-up, I don't know. Where he could end up taking on WWE Universal Champion Finn Balor, who's not in great shape right now, so... But, and you know, it's a question of Rollins was able to retain his, keep his rematch clause, but I don't know what's going on with all that. What happened to Finn Balor? Doesn't, I get, I don't know, jeez. Anyways, we'll just have to worry about that for another time. It's John Cena looking for an attitude adjustment, but jeez, that's taking a lot out of Cena, jeez. Going for that one arm over the shoulder of Randy Orton. Not over the shoulder, but you know what I mean, jeez, kick out by Orton. You get what I meant. There's Cena now. Getting ready. Rolling over Randy Orton. Jeez, oh, John Cena. Jerry does this before the AA, but he's doing it after. This is what it takes to beat Randy Orton for John Cena. He's got to do things unorthodoxly. Gets that 5-knuckle shuffle. Jeez. Cena, but Randy Orton gets a hell of a knee right to the face of Cena. Jeez. And Randy Orton, oh, and an RKO right to John Cena. Jeez. Covers. 1, 2. Kick out by Cena. Jeez, that was a much better pin from Orton than what it was from Cena's from his AA. Cena was clearly very tired after the AA. Clearly, Randy Orton's got more in the reserve. Like I told you, the conditioning of Randy Orton is going to be better because he's actually wrestled the past season, unlike John Cena. So that's going to benefit Randy Orton. John Cena's going to get into the kinks. He had Randy Orton to be his tag partner in the last match. And the match before that was R-Truth, and R-Truth was too much in his head and being R-Truth to maybe be able, you could question that was the reason Cena beats him as 1, 2, kick out of the superplex has John Cena. So you get what I mean? It's a little different situation with Randy Orton. And I mean absolutely zero respect to, no, I don't mean zero respect, sorry, I mean absolutely no disrespect. Jeez, that was a shot by Randy Orton. I think Cena's busted open now, I think I just saw. But I mean absolutely no disrespect to Shawn Spears, to Brooks Jensen, to R-Truth. Even with Shawn Spears' mind games, they are no Randy Orton. Randy Orton is on a different level. Randy Orton is a different caliber of opponent. It's got even maybe Randy Orton's feeling some effects now. He was just trying to clot some of the blood manually somehow or something. I don't know. He was just trying to wipe it from his face. But like I said, Randy Orton is just a different caliber of opponent. Even with Shawn Spears and his mind games, still not Randy Orton. So you know, Cena might be able to beat some people that that haven't won a world championship in many years, if not ever. You know what I mean? Where Randy Orton, 14-time world champion, tied second right now with Triple H. Maybe Cena making him be tied third by having Cena be first and not tied first. So make Ric Flair drop down to 2 instead of tied first. That's where that's coming from, in case that wasn't clear. So, it's one of those things, I guess. Randy Orton drops it elbow right to Cena on the leg. So, you know, yeah, like I said, you got to talk about that different caliber of opponent that Randy Orton is, and also just the sense between these two, the familiarity, just the know-it-all, the emotion, just the, you know, all that stuff that's between these two. It just isn't possibly between any other person for Randy Orton or for John Cena. There's nobody that's like John Cena other than John Cena for Randy Orton. I know that sounds dumb, but I think that's a point to make. Sure, Randy Orton has plenty of history with somebody, but not in the way that he has with John Cena. Jeez, and same back from John Cena back to Randy Orton. Like I said, they were the two top dogs for many years, butting heads for a very long time. So there probably is there's a very high respect between the two for that. Even if Randy Orton didn't necessarily show it as much at the time. Or Randy Orton especially, I guess. Anyway, Cena sending Randy Orton into the corner and then back out with a snapmare and then into that neck twist, running neck twist, whatever you want to call it. And Cena now, jeez, this match has gone on a while. But I expect nothing less from these two. But like I said, you've got to question Cena's, jeez, his conditioning. You can see him sweating there. So is Randy Orton, to be fair. Jeez, poof. And Cena's still fighting. I mean, I expect nothing less to be a fighter. I mean, he's the 60 World Champion for nothing. Kick out by Randy Orton. Of course, nearly a Grand Slam champion. Just needs that Intercontinental champion. If I'm not mistaken, Randy Orton is a Grand Slam champion. If I'm not mistaken, won that Intercontinental title very young. And I do recall him winning the United States title. And I'm pretty sure he did win the tag team title. I want to say with Edge. And I think he did it in Evolution at one point, but I may be mistaken. But, you know, geez, Cena gets that straight. Went to Randy Orton. Geez, a drop kick. I mean, Randy Orton's very well known for those. And Cena hitting one of his own, but Cena is down and out. The conditioning is just struggling for Cena. He collapsed on that AA earlier, collapsing on that drop kick now. The conditioning of Cena is not up to par. He's wrestled on 2 matches in the past 2 weeks. This is his third in 2 weeks. Cena not doing great right now. It's Randy Orton just trying to maybe reach for the ropes. Jeez, on this STF, is Cena going to have to tap out Randy Orton? I don't know. And Cena holds it in good. Jeez, well, Randy Orton, whoa, he's trying to reach, but he can't quite reach it. Cena's got him in a good position here, putting the weight down in the right position. Jeez, Randy Orton's about to break the grip, jeez, and gets an elbow. And again, right to Cena, jeez. And Randy Orton now, jeez, oh, looking for a spike. DDT in a second. He likes to leave this a little bit. Jeez, for the drama, jeez. But yeah, like I said, not only like 3 matches in 2 weeks. He had that match on Raw in the tag matches. Randy Orton goes into the cover. 1, 2. Cena grabs the ropes though. No, maybe not even able to muster a kick out. Maybe Cena's struggling that much. Like I said, the conditioning about having that match on Raw, that tag match against Shawn Spears and Brooks Jensen. The prior Raw, he had the match against R-Truth, and that prior, the day prior, he was in Pittsburgh, and it, you know, and it's right over to where Raw was. I don't probably remember off the top of my head, but you know, it weren't Pittsburgh and it weren't Pennsylvania. You know what I mean? It was a distance away. The point is, Cena's re-getting used to this travel schedule. He's re-getting used to all these bumps in the ring. Sure, he probably knows a lot of it's like the back of his hand, but his body has been away from it for a few years. His mind has been away from it for a few years, at least properly. Like, you know, he wasn't in it at all last season. So even other than the WrestleMania appearance, you know, he hadn't done anything. So sure, he maybe had a few matches the year like prior, but like maybe a match a year. That's not exactly much. That's extremely part-time. You don't get more part-time than that. You know what I mean? It's Randy Orton just controlling the match right now. So his conditioning is not going to be great. And now he's going into a full active schedule again, where he's wrestled in every show that he physically can since the start of the season. By 2 Raws and this Backlash pay-per-view. Jeez, on the blood on the man. I don't know whose that is, but nonetheless. Cena, oh jeez. Cena, I think he's looking to build back momentum. Like I said, maybe trying to build a comeback back. You know, Cena's always been that guy who can take a lot of punishment and then he's going to be able to just give it right back in the full way right after. And Cena, I think he's looking to set up that 5-knuckle shuffle after the comeback. He's looking for those 5 moves of doom. Guess that 5, looking for the 5-knuckle shuffle now. John Cena, jeez. And Cena now stalking Randy Orton. Jeez, look at the blood on the man. I'm not sure whose it is. Jeez, might be Cena. I think it might be Cena's, to be fair. And Cena, jeez. Okay, just to turn the face of the camera. Cena, I wouldn't be wasting too much time like this. I think Cena's in the field right now. Or maybe he's getting a little woozy. Look, his head's bobbing. And jeez, he just collapsed. Yeah, Cena doesn't be able to pull it off. And Randy Orton, Jeez, the RKO, a little bit of a hesitation there from Orton. Maybe a bit of mercy, a bit of sympathy, I don't know. I don't think Cena's doing too good. I think his conditioning's all over. I think his conditioning's fucked. Honestly, he's just collapsing out of that corner now. He can't even keep himself up from it. Honestly, I think Cena's done for. I think he got him all up for that RKO, and he couldn't do anything more than that. He was so out of it. He just held it for a little bit and just collapsed. Cena's out of it, I think, and he had the RKO. I feel like it might have ended, and now Randy Orton's setting it up for another RKO right to Cena. He's just using the assistance of the rope. I don't think Cena can even stand on his feet. Involuntary 2, 3. Well, that's not gone well for Cena. That's not gone well for his retirement tour. He's just lost his first pay-per-view back here in WWE on an active schedule. He's just lost to Randy Orton. I think the conditioning for John Cena is just not there. He's pulled off a few Raw matches, but taking on the likes of Randy Orton on a pay-per-view, just seemingly, Cena just hasn't been able to do it. He's been feeling the effects. Like I said, that blood dripping out of his forehead is definitely not helped matters. I believe that blood is Cena's, at least the most of it. I think maybe some of it's Orton's, but I think the most of it is Cena's. So proving that they're one step further. He hasn't bled in years, at least for a wrestling match type situation. You know what I mean? So Cena's having to readjust to all this, get used to it all. And does not get some good momentum starting off this retirement tour by losing his first pay-per-view. Maybe he might be able to get into King of the Ring after this. I don't know. I mean, Randy Orton surely does after knocking off John Cena. But I don't know. I'm not the general manager of Raw. I ain't William Regal, but you know.
Here is your winner, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Well, I think even Randy Orton isn't the happiest with that win. I mean, he's going to take it, but I think he's realising John Cena's not what he used to be. I think this is why John Cena has planned this retirement tour. He knows that he's not 100%, but he wants to go out with a bang. But this was not the bang he wanted. Not at all. He's gone out on his back tonight. As Randy Orton able to win this matchup, this semi-main event. And talking of being the semi-main event, you know what that means? What's next? It's the main event. It's the World Heavyweight Championship matchup. Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, 1-on-1, the rematch from WrestleMania.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Well, like I mentioned, this is a rematch from WrestleMania. Drew McIntyre walks in as World Heavyweight Champion, then CM Port? Jeez, I'm really craving alcohol. CM Punk walks out as champion. Can the opposite happen tonight? Because, of course, CM Punk is walking in as world champion. Can Drew McIntyre walk out as world champion? I mean, they fought once prior to that this last season since CM Punk's return. It was at Fastlane. CM Punk was able to knock off Drew McIntyre with a roll-up. So far, since CM Punk's return, Drew McIntyre has not been able to beat him. He's using his rematch clause here tonight for the World Heavyweight Championship. Drew McIntyre won the World Heavyweight Championship just to get back at CM Punk for that roll-up and just not wanting CM Punk in the company even before that. You know, and CM Punk was like, you really want me at WrestleMania? You know, then win that World Heavyweight Championship inside the Elimination Chamber. Drew McIntyre did exactly that. He won a World Championship inside an Elimination Chamber just to be able to face CM Punk at WrestleMania. You know what how that is in a man. You know what I mean? That it just proves the dedication of this man to even get to CM Punk. He won that World Heavyweight title in that Elimination Chamber, which Braun Breaker walked into as champion, who has been a little involved in this rivalry. So is Jade, so I'll get into that in a little bit. But, you know, like I said, McIntyre walks into WrestleMania as champion, got his match, ended up losing in said matchup. CM Punk walked out World Heavyweight Champion. Drew McIntyre definitely not happy about CM Punk winning the World Heavyweight Championship. I don't think he was too happy about defending it to CM Punk because he didn't want him to have it, but he was more interested in beating CM Punk, something he wasn't able to do. But maybe, just maybe, he can do that here tonight and beat the current World Heavyweight Champion in that man, CM Punk, who looks like he's dyed his hair and beard a little bit. Trying to look a bit younger tonight, I don't know. There's a pay-per-view, I guess. I know Cody does sometimes dye his hair a bit more blonde for pay-per-views. So, you know, I guess CM Punk's done a similar situation. But, you know, I guess there's one... You know what time it is? It's clobbering time! Never quite did that in sync. But, you know, you get that point. You get the thing. Hey, you get that what I said there? Yeah, you get the thing. Yeah. Anyways, CM Punk making his way down to ringside. Like I said, Braun Breaker, Jey Uso being involved in this one. Braun Breaker won his rematch clause for WrestleMania as well. He lost to CM Punk, so he had to wait. Then he wanted into Backlash. He lost to Drew McIntyre, so he had to wait again. Jey Uso's also been involved in this rivalry because the whole way that both CM Punk came in, he lost to Jey Uso because of Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre lost to Jey Uso because of CM Punk. So they had to get their wins back over Jey Uso on the build to WrestleMania. So that's how Jey Uso and Braun Breaker are involved. And you've got some wins in the bank for both CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. And CM Punk has definitely played the mind games very successfully on Drew McIntyre. Considering he even tried to cost Jey, like the match against Jey, but he didn't against Braun Breaker. So he said maybe he didn't expect him to be able to beat Braun. Maybe it was just to send Drew McIntyre crazy, thinking why didn't he come out? CM Punk has definitely got the mind games advantage over Drew McIntyre. I would say he's got the veteran experience over Drew McIntyre, though Drew McIntyre has been wrestling at least more recently for a lot longer, because of course CM Punk's returned after a long time away. But you know, it's one of those things. CM Punk, more world champions, one of the longer title reign. But anyways, of course, that is what they're fighting for, the World Heavyweight Championship. At least I think he's got more world title reigns. I'm pretty sure. Oof, anyways, micro.
Introducing the challenger from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre. And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk.
Well, hopefully we hear Mike Rome one more time tonight and we hear him announce a winner for this World Heavyweight Championship matchup. But anyways, thanks for a great show in here tonight, Mike Rome. I got it from here for the most part. You know what you got to do. But geez, this has been a hell of a show, hell of a pay-per-view. Great championship match. We got title retains all night. Even a rematch clause retained, I guess. You know, everyone's kept a rematch clause. So soon CM Punk follows suit. Drew McIntyre hopes not. As he's trying to do that shoulder block, but CM Punk dodges straight away. Geez, there's going to be some aggression flying out from Drew McIntyre, that's for sure. You can see right now, just laying into Punk. Punk just leaving, just to mess with Drew McIntyre. Jeez. But geez, just goading McIntyre in right now. But CM Punk counters that next one. Sucking McIntyre anything. I think he absorbed one to be able to counter one. That situation to make Drew McIntyre feel like he was on the advantage. And CM Punk now pressing up with Drew McIntyre. Cena, and he's livid. Gets that elbow drop, as CM Punk went back down after one of the press-ups. Jeez. Drew McIntyre not happy, by the way. CM Punk disrespecting him right now. Jeez. McIntyre, of course, this is Drew McIntyre's rematch clause. Drew McIntyre loses this, he's done. I don't think CM Punk's going to offer a rematch. Oh, jeez, the referee getting involved here. And Punk. Oh, Punk, just the way he won a Backlash. After a small package. 2. Whoa, McIntyre gets out of it there. Jeez, gets that elbow drop. Of course, CM Punk just said, stop whining because you lost to a regular wrestling move. But McIntyre, he's proven how mad he can get because of CM Punk. I mean, he chucked Cameron Grimes into a light bulb backstage, and we haven't seen Cameron Grimes since. So it proves what Drew McIntyre can do with the aggression of CM Punk, what it causes him to do. So, you know, I think Punk's going to be a little careful right now as Drew McIntyre just alluded to him. That's what you'll do to somebody to calm down because of CM Punk. What's CM Punk trying to prod the bear going to do to Drew McIntyre? You know what I mean? I'm surprised it hasn't become a bad match or something like Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. And Punk kicks out there at 1. Jeez, McIntyre heading up to the middle rope. Jeez. Looking for a leg jump. No, CM Punk dodges. Jeez, and kicks McIntyre right in there. I mean, McIntyre's got a hard head. Not quite as hard as Samoan, but I feel like when it comes to who has the hardest head in WWE, it goes every Samoan, then Drew McIntyre, then everybody else. In my opinion, as Drew McIntyre just seemingly in control of this matchup for the most part. Though how much is it from Drew McIntyre being Drew McIntyre and how much is it from CM Punk being CM Punk? You get what I mean? I don't mean calling CM Punk bad, I mean CM Punk with the mind games. As McIntyre just laid into CM Punk right there. Jeez. Dolph setting up that face for a huge heavy stomp, jeez. And now looking for another one. Jeez, and a second. And McIntyre gets the third. Jeez, McIntyre just laying in these stomps now, just measuring them right to CM Punk. I think, jeez, oh, CM Punk's busted open. That's exactly what Drew McIntyre was working on, just trying to open that cut further. I mean, we saw what happened to Cena earlier on tonight. I think Drew McIntyre sees CM Punk in a similar position. That guy that should probably retired a handful of years ago, that 47-year-old. Again, I don't think Drew McIntyre is that young. CM Punk maybe looking for the go to sleep, or maybe not, or maybe he is. Jeez, CM Punk may look for the go to sleep. Oh no, doesn't go for it. Drew McIntyre, sorry, CM Punk just showing off the strength of me, maybe making Drew think there's a go to sleep, but not hitting a go to sleep just to confuse him a little bit more. I think maybe, I don't know. Either way, Drew McIntyre just laying into CM Punk, gets that huge forearm right to the face, and gets that headbutt. Jeez, McIntyre going into the cover, like I told you, a hard head. It's McIntyre, but Cena and Punk kicks out him before one. McIntyre's not going to take that too kindly, and he's going to put CM Punk right back down with a future shot. And right there, CM Punk, one. Oh, not even a one. The CM Punk gets back out. Jeez, he gets a kick right to the face of Drew McIntyre. And CM Punk, yeah, again, going to go down for the press-ups. Jeez. McIntyre, even the clap press-ups, McIntyre not going to take that nicely. Jeez. Oh, but Punk dodges it. Jeez, sucking him in a little bit. Jeez, Punk there again with the combo. Jeez. And CM Punk heading up to the top rope here. There's CM Punk looking for the elbow. Jeez, right to Drew McIntyre. Goes for that cover. 1, 2. Oh, not even a 2. McIntyre kicks out. This is how much neither of these two want to lose to the other. Jeez. Elbow thing countered by Drew McIntyre. Doesn't quite knock CM Punk down. Jeez, CM Punk counters that kick. Jeez, kick again. CM Punk laying on McIntyre. Jeez, no, McIntyre isn't having any of it. Jeez, like I said, none of these two want to lose to the other, but also CM Punk trying to play the mind games, trying to put down to Drew McIntyre's mind by kicking out before once on so many things. Anyways, McIntyre with that powerbomb. CM Punk though managing to get himself back to his feet. Maybe a similar situation to trying to kick out before one, just to make Drew McIntyre feel like he's just can't even do anything to even hurt Punk, get alone keep him down for the 3 count. Maybe this will keep him down for the 3 count though. Drew McIntyre looking for the claim. Oh, right to CM Punk. Cover hooks the leg. 1, 2. Kick out by Punk. McIntyre not best pleased. No, don't blame him. You hit him with your best and he kicks out. But though, one thing I think McIntyre should take away from it, Punk no longer able to kick out before 1. He had to kick out at the last second, meaning that he's down. McIntyre's just going to keep working, and he might be able to get the win because Punk is feeling the damage now. Or maybe that's at least what Punk's trying to let him feel. Think. Who knows for sure? But I feel like maybe Drew McIntyre's going to take it that way a little bit and just trying to keep focused on CM Punk right now. He's just laid in those shots right at Punk. And Punk gets out that one on a calf kick right by Punk. Right to Drew McIntyre. Jeez, and Punk wanted for the go to sleep. He called for it last time, but he didn't go for it. He kind of went for a wasteland type situation. CM Punk, is he going to go for it? He gets the go to sleep this time. Jeez, cracking Drew McIntyre open with that go to sleep. See some blood there, but jeez, McIntyre kicks out at 1. Jeez, Punk is getting some taste of his own medicine here. McIntyre, jeez, gets that close right to Punk. And McIntyre, just with that war cry. He's now looking to just bust open CM Punk further, just targeting that cut. Jeez, McIntyre. Jeez, just fueled by all this hatred towards CM Punk. CM Punk's just enjoying the game of it, I think, but maybe not enjoying it right now as McIntyre just trying to level his legs a little bit, you know what I mean? It's McIntyre picking up Punk, looking to just toss him across the ring, just absolutely manhandling him and just at that head, but he just kind of just jumped on top of him. I don't know what that was, but either way, McIntyre up to the top rope there. McIntyre, leg drop right to Punk. McIntyre, no, Punk gets the kick right to the head. Punk gets some slaps going, but gets that backhand, walks McIntyre, sending him into the rope. Jeez, referee, get out of the way. CM Punk, tilt world neck breaker, gets it. He kicks to the head. McIntyre recovers. Jeez, gets that shot, no, Punk counters. Punk Oh, slams him down. CM Punk looking to tap out McIntyre. This would hurt McIntyre even more if he had to tap out to CM Punk. It's one thing being down for a 3 count. It's another for tapping out. I don't think McIntyre would tap out to Punk. I think he would pass out. He'd rather pass out as McIntyre just needs CM Punk in the back a few times to break it up. And McIntyre with a Glasgow kiss. Jeez, covers hook the leg on CM Punk. 1, 2. Oh, CM Punk able to kick out. McIntyre doesn't quite believe it. Jeez, McIntyre just fired up right now. Jeez, straight right to Punk. Punk ain't going down quite that quick. Does there. Punk just being levelled, just being stomped the hell out of. By Drew McIntyre, you could say stomp in a mud hole. Something that CM Punk's being compared to and contrasted to. Of course, the one and only Texas Rattlesnake Stone Cold. But yeah, maybe Drew McIntyre trying to affirm that. I don't know, trying to get CM Punk's head that way. I don't know. Maybe he's just out of pure aggression. I think it's more aggression. But, maybe, 2 birds, 1 stone if you're going for aggression, but also gets the mind games. Who's complaining? You know what I mean? As McIntyre now looking for a stalling suplex, showing off the strength. Definitely the advantage that McIntyre has this match. It was definitely the strength advantage of these superplexes. Jeez, stalling style to CM Punk. Goes to the cover. 1, 2. Kick out by Punk, but there was not a lot of effort in that kick out. Jeez, McIntyre gets their head, but McIntyre just trying to figure out what he's got to do to keep Punk down. McIntyre just unleashing all these headbutts on CM Punk right now. Jeez. Gets that shot right to his face. She's comboing CM Punk right now. Jeez, the straight right to the back. McIntyre, jeez. Kicks in midsection, strikes to the back. Jeez, elbow to the back to Punk. McIntyre. No, Punk gets that knee right to the face. Jeez, not quite the GTS, but might do a little bit similar. I don't know. Jeez. These 2 men looking to just trade blows now. Jeez, it's become an absolute fight right now between these 2 men. Jeez. A shot right to the face. McIntyre, the chop right to the chest. Punk. McIntyre. Punk. McIntyre. Punk. McIntyre. Punk. Jeez, oh, I'm not going to bother saying Punk and McIntyre to this because I think they're pretty much at the same time. It'd be hard to keep up and too fast for me to do. Jeez. Bit of a stalemate there. Who's going to get out first? Jeez, oh, Punk goes low, gets McIntyre. Jeez. Jeez, oh, Punk slamming him down yet again, looking for another. And the Connor Vice doesn't quite get the. I don't think he's quite got the arm fully. He's cinched in. But jeez, McIntyre gets the ropes. Jeez. And Punk, I don't think he's going to let up on Drew McIntyre right now. Jeez. Drew McIntyre breaks out of it. McIntyre, future shock. DDT right to CM Punk, goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, Punk kicks out somehow, some way. Punk is staying in this match of staying retaining this championship. Punk just rolling outside. And McIntyre now, he's gone out a different way. McIntyre stalking Punk. Oh, kicks his head off with a claymore. But this is on the outside. McIntyre's got to get him inside the ring. Picking up CM Punk. Jeez. I think maybe just trying to chuck CM Punk in the ring. I don't know. McIntyre's just getting frustrated now, I think. Yeah, McIntyre's just frustrated. I think this is the wrong thing from McIntyre. He should be trying to get Punk in the ring and just pinning him. But no, he's just leveling him more. He's just getting frustrated right now. Just sending CM Punk just flying. Just the aggression, just the frustration is just affecting McIntyre. It's clouding his judgment. And it's not benefiting him. He could have won the World Heavyweight Championship. I think if he just claymored CM Punk and just pinned him and chucked him in the ring and pinned him. I don't know, but Punk's not figuring a way to get to his feet. But look at the blood that's just formed on the mat because of Punk. But jeez, oh, Punk just about managed to get a roll up on McIntyre. Will he get this time? No, McIntyre gets out of it. Jeez. Punk drops an elbow, but jeez, I think all that blood is Punk's. That's that claymore. Punk's face is bloody, that is for sure. CM Punk looking for another. Go to sleep right to McIntyre. Goes for that cover. Surely that's got to be it. 1, 2. Oh, McIntyre kicks out. How? How was McIntyre kicked out? I don't think Punk believes it. I don't think McIntyre's barely coming to, but he's somehow getting back to his feet. Punk with the crossbody. Do you think Punk was looking for an elbow? But I think just the fact that McIntyre was just getting up, Punk just laying in some of those stomps. I think now he's going to go for that elbow yet again. Punk heading up. Maybe look for the elbow. Maybe not. Oh no, get a splash instead. Maybe thought better of it. He's already had an elbow in this matchup. Oh, he's heading up to the top again. CM Punk's getting desperate now. He's getting frustrated now. Looking for that elbow drop right to the heart of McIntyre. Would have taken McIntyre's heart out of this matchup too. Ah, what? McIntyre still finds a way to kick out. I don't believe it. How? Punk tossing McIntyre into the corner. Jeez, that strike. McIntyre just dazed now. I think this is involuntary at this point from McIntyre. Just out of pure instinct, out of pure hatred of CM Punk. What is Punk looking for? The avalanche. Pepsi plunge right to Drew McIntyre. Punk's knees gone a little bit from that, but jeez, goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. CM Punk. Jeez, he had to earn that one. Jeez. I don't know how McIntyre kicked out of everything he did. Just like I said, maybe just the vitriol to CM Punk was able to keep him alive for that little bit longer, but was not able to survive that avalanche Pepsi plunge. Jeez, I need to take a breath. I'm sure CM Punk does too. Jeez. Oof. I mean, maybe McIntyre could have won this if he choked CM Punk in after that Claymore on the outside. Maybe that Claymore right there. It's almost like I summoned that, but you know what I mean. And I thought this was over when CM Punk hit the GTS right on McIntyre. But it was not the case. And even after this elbow, I thought it was going to be the end, but still not the case. CM Punk had to hit a Pepsi plunge to Drew McIntyre to put this out of the way after multiple elbow drops, after multiple Anaconda devices, after multiple GCSs. Was it enough to keep Drew McIntyre down? Fair play, but congrats to CM Punk, but fair play to McIntyre. Anyways, as we congratulate a bloodied CM Punk on what a main event and what a show we have had here in France. They've been a great crowd. This is a great pay-per-view, a great way to start off the season. And join us tomorrow night on Raw, on Monday night, where we will start the build to King and Queen of the Ring.